Yeah, once again though, this is the first day coming back into HGC China here.
Oh yeah.
There is bound to be a... I don't know, the wrestling term is ring rust? I don't know if we have a term for it yet. Keyboard rust? Mouse rust?
Maybe.
I like the term mouse rust.
Yeah.
Coined. Mine now. I'm down with that. I think there's a good chance that all these teams are suffering from a little bit of mouse rust. It's just a question of whether they're going to be able to overcome it in the coming weeks and whether we're going to be like, what the hell happened in that first week? That's so different. Yeah. Either way, are we about to ruin yet another 100% ratio on a map? We will see.
Oh yeah. Like, judging from the win ratios in game number 1, Hostley didn't stand a chance. They had, what? They were like 1-6, 1-5 on Infernal Shrines, whereas SPT rocked a solid 12-2. And this time around, teams are much more closely matched. So, are we going to see a reverted trend, or is Hostlady going to continue and impress us? Let's see what the draft has to say. In my opinion,
this is the Genji.
Go
map.
ahead.
This is the Genji map for SPT. Yeah. Remember correctly, with the Genji
backdoor
fountain kill consistently. We'll see if that makes a return, or whether it's going to be just target. Nope. It's being hovered. Are they going to lock it in?
So basically, for you guys that missed last season, what SPT executed on Battlefield of Eternity over and over again when they were first picked. They picked the Genji, they put it on Melody C, and they would backdoor the middle fountain with that Genji alone, and nobody was there in time to defend it because Genji could bounce over the gate and just destroy it without the fort and the keep hitting him. So really, really cool to see that. Not going to happen this time around. Genji continues to get banned. And 365 in the bottom left here, the team captain commanding the draft and keeping the morale high for his boys. Or his ladies, excuse me.
Indeed he is. With Ariel being the first pick, CCH. Doesn't have to cleanse, but you can't have cleanse. As we see Arthas, once again, Carlo getting back onto it.
So, I did really... I actually liked Soap's performance on the Murden. I think it was very solid. He had a lot of presence. It was just that maybe Leoric didn't feel right. What do you think?
I think the Leoric was good. It wasn't as impactful as potentially some of the other Leorics we've seen. But overall, seemed pretty decent. Didn't have a cue. No chill! No chill! Cho'Gall coming in before they're even done in the draft. It's just like, okay, sure, I guess that makes sense now.
So they still have a ban left, and they already got rid of Malthil, which is kind of smart. Removing as much percentage damage as possible is definitely the best way to approach these drafts with the Ariel Cho'Gall. You can
ban Greymane now.
Oh no, don't ban it yourselves, no!
Don't do that. You gotta give yourself the option of Tychus or Greymane.
Yeah.
Why you do? Why you do? Why?
Curse Bullet not good?
Curse Bullet not good. So, what is it? So Tychus is the main option, but now SPT can just ban that.
They can just ban whatever they want to, because the greatest counter with 40% or 35% percentage damage of the max health, the Greymane is no longer in the game.
Oh, okay, fine. I guess they don't care about Tychus, which is fine as long as they can pressure him. Tychus isn't an issue.
Yeah, so what is left for Hostlady? They could go for the Tychus, which is always solid. Leoric is a little bit of a problem sometimes when you drop the Entomb, and then as a result, your remaining teammates, they all squish together, they all clump together in order to hit the Cho'Gall, and then he just unleashes a massive volley of AoE damage.
Yeah. Tass?
It can backfire. Tassadar, I mean, it could work if you go double support Vala, which is still an option, like Uth or Tassadar, something along those lines.
Karazim, always good, and a nuke.
Cocoon, yes, beautiful.
Yeah. Which is why I wouldn't hit a Li Ming wouldn't be terrible here, just more ability power damage.
Oh yeah, on the side of SPT? Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, just burn the Cocoon.
Yeah. I wouldn't hate it.
Who else? Okay, so on a whim here, like, Mind Control's really good against Cho'Gall. just as a heads up, because you get the double value as long as you have the burst damage to follow it up. Other than that, not a huge amount of hero options from what I can see here. Varian wouldn't be terrible. Once again, Falstad saying Rhaegar as he spawns.
Oh.
And Medivh. Okay, now there are problems.
So, Melody C is one of the fiercest and meanest Medivh players in the region. He mastered this hero. He's easily the Chinese equivalent of ADRD and Glorung in the respective regions. Then we have a solo laner that is Falstad, very deadly, good range, very safe laner. I like the comp of SPT here, to be honest, Tetra. On a 2-lane map where Cho'Gall traditionally gets a little bit more valued because they don't have to worry that much about soaking, I think they chose a great draft.
As do I. It looks really, really solid. They have great scouting, great poke, huge sustain. Their weakness is hard engage if there are backline protection. If the backline is able to be engaged upon, then SPT have issues, but Gust can help with that.
Yep.
So we'll have to keep an eye on that.
Oh yeah.
Now, final pick. More damage, second support. TAS sort of fills both. That would be my favorite choice here.
Yeah. They could definitely trap someone in a leyline seal and then Gust everyone else away, similar to a VP kind of style. So they did go for the Tychus after all, getting themselves a little bit of tank shredding, a little bit of high HP shredding. Is it going to be enough, though? There's going to be a lot of responsibilities on the shoulders of a Nubarak. You can either go for the Cocoon on the massive Chogi, or you can basically shut down Medivh or Auriel to protect them. But as it is, double protection on Cho'Gall, the shields, Crystal Aegis, it all looks very scary for SPT.
I love how they line up the Cho'Gall portraits there, where they're always next to each other. Always cool. So once again, we're in the justification stage of Resurrect is good with Cho'Gall.
Yep.
But they also have the burst protection. The problem is Auriel is currently the most vulnerable hero, and Aegis is the self-protection. Is Medivh enough to counteract that? Yeah. We will see.
I think we're going to see Crystal Aegis simply due to the fact that you just pointed out Auriel could get caught in a cocoon, and then she might have to use the Crystal Aegis on herself to stay in the fight.
I'm trusting Medivh to cover.
That's true.
I am going to predict the Resurrect. It's not even on the list anymore because it's already happened.
Fair enough.
I'm predicting that it is going to be a Resurrect this game.
I'm going to show you.
I'm also going to predict that SPT will win.
I have high hopes for Hot Lady after watching that game #1. However, playing against a Cho'Gall Medivh Auriel comp, it's not your average game. It's not your average, you know, we're gonna fight 5 versus 5 and just have a normal game. There is so much cheese, so much spice in that game. I'm not sure if Hot Lady is ready for it. They might be. Also, I remain skeptical.
Also, Hot Lady won the last game, so therefore SPT have to win this one for today to be perfectly symmetrical.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure if you want maximum confusion, then you're definitely cheering hard for SPT right now.
Just send that to the analysts. Here you go, Dread. Good luck. Enjoy. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are loading in via rave music through the final game of HGC China of the day.
Once again, the ladies in blue here on the left-hand side, leading 1-0 against SPT. It is 365 on the Tychus, again on Karazin, Lias on the Arthas, Feed 8 on Vala, and Carlo, this time around on a Nubarak.
Whereas on the right-hand side, our current HGC China champions, it is Super Perfect Team. And playing for them, it is going to be Zhen Zhao on Gal, Melody C on Medivh, Misaka on Cho, Soap on the Falstad, and ZZH is playing the Auriel.
ZZH, we want to see you shine in this early game. Don't let this game be another Uther game like in the last one. You need to perform, and it's going to be a little bit easier for him to perform, because with Cho'Gall, of course, he has probably the meanest energy creator in the game. So much AoE, so much damage from 2 people. Gonna be nice to see what... Oh, and they actually go for the damage on the heal.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that's called. Bursting Light?
So here's the thing. This talent now becomes a little bit weaker than it was before, even. Because you no longer have... the cooldown reduction at level 7, right? So you cannot cast it as much anymore. It's the Searing Light, yes. So
but you get more damage out of it if you just make sure you have it constantly, and you take the Reservoir of Hope. You can turn it into a crazy late game damage ability. Yeah. Especially since Cho'Gall is going to be in the enemy line anyway, and he's where most of the healing's going.
Oh, look at that Hot Lady actually using the SPT spray here on the ground. I like it.
Very cheeky.
Next level.
I like it. Ready? See, trying a portal, getting body blocked, can't make it through. Couldn't get through the portal, but the damage from Cho'Gall enough to drive him away.
And since we already have a couple of people confused about Hotslady's name, the name derived from a former Chinese Heroes of the Storm commentator called Yu Yu. Unfortunately, she's no longer active in the scene, but apparently the team was so fond of her, and they appreciated her so much that they decided to name the team after her. So that's where the name originated from.
Exactly. So, Valor with the Q build, by the way, very standard on this map, quite simple. Taskmaster for Garl, I believe that's Calloused Hide, that talent called for Cho?
It is the Calloused Hide, exactly. You know your Cho.
I did. Cho's my guy, dude. I'm not a Garl person.
And what it does is it basically receives all healing by 15% as long as Cho's trait is active, which is the orange shield underneath. Currently, it's not active. It's Gull's trait, the purple one. So keep an eye out.
Which is actually better, I would argue, with this particular composition because it gives you more energy because you're doing more damage.
There we go. So lockdown here on Soap, who's not playing a warrior, by the way. He's playing Falstad. That's the first time we have seen Soap on anything else other than a melee warrior. Last season for E-Star, he has not played anything else. So quite interesting. All those role swaps too today, right?
Yeah, it is weird. What is that Cho Garl name? Is that just... Am I reading that wrong?
It is Sao.
Sao?
Yeah.
Is there an A? I thought it was an O.
Yeah, let's take another look here again. I think it's Sao, yeah.
Yeah, because it's Jin Zhao, that's it.
Yeah.
Yep, fair enough. So Sao is the Cho Garl
You know what that
currently.
means in German? Well, the same thing as in English, right? So
it's a
female
pig. Yeah, that's the one. Knowledge. Never say we don't teach anything. As we see Sao putting on the pressure. Both teams trying to do it, but we're seeing SPT force into the defense a lot due to that Valor poke.
A lot of damage on
Nice
365 here.
from
Getting hit by all 3 goo balls coming in from Gull and also knocked against the wall by Oriel. Beautiful display here by SPT. In terms of actual progress on the Immortals, I think Hotslady is still... it's actually fairly even. Dead even. 100%. 100 HP is nothing. But it looks like SPT gets the lead now. Safe poke from a large distance.
Yeah, it's a slight lead currently for SPT, but not by much. But now they're in a better position for Falstad to try and pressure on. But Falstad's being pressured by a noob. They need to be careful.
Nice shield coming in from the heal. They need to activate the Ogre Hide.
Oh no! Too late. Too slow on that heal.
So no damage reduction and no increased healing either. That was a little bit of a mistake here by our Cho player, in my opinion.
I say, once again, also a big mistake by ZZH. He was not in position to heal. I don't know if he didn't have the cooldown, but either way, if he'd been closer, he would have been able to get the heal off when when it came off cooldown. ZZH not impressing me today.
No, ZZH might still need some time to find his rhythm. He took Heavy Burden, by the way, at level 4, which adds a slow effect to any target that gets slammed against the wall.
It's pretty neat.
Yeah, it's really nice. Now we have the Cho trait active. No, it's Gull again. Of course, a Cho'Gall that is protected by both Medivh and Ariel can afford to have Gull's trait up a little bit longer, but they definitely need to know when it's time to swap. Nice backdoor portal.
That also begs the question, though, if you are going to just have the Gull trait active all the time to get the extra energy, then what's the point in the level 1 Cho talent?
True. Yeah, it's true.
You can just take Fuel for the Flame, for example, and just get more healing that way, and just do it that, which also, I believe, benefits from the Gull damage, so, from the Gull damage boost, so, I don't know. Either way, he does have it active on occasion, just not often enough to justify it, I would argue.
Speaking of Gull here, by the way, Bombs Away is level 4 talent, and that is a very interesting questing talent. Interesting in a way that there is no cap. You can stack it up indefinitely, and if you successfully do so, simply by hitting heroes with your Runic Blast, you can deal some severe leg and burst damage.
Very true. We also have huge disruption coming in from Cho with the Power Surge at level 7. Reduced cooldown of this Searching Fist by 4 seconds per hero hit. So you can get some crazy value and even crazy mobility and escape potential from that Medivh portal. Hey, Sturgal, how are you guys doing? Surprise! get bamboozled. It's just like, oh, free Medivh. Oh, we've made a terrible decision.
You can already see that big ogre shadow lurking out of the portal, and you're like, oh snap, we just messed with the wrong guy in the wrong neighborhood.
That portal's not even big enough for him to fit through. 365 getting bullied into the backside. And they just don't even go through. They bait him away from the exit and then just kill him through the wall.
Beautiful Eye of Kill Rock value as well to have vision behind the wall. Otherwise, I don't think it would have been that easy to predict where Tychus was currently at. So, slowly but surely, this Cho'Gall comp is picking up steam here. I like it quite a bit. And the Master's Touch for Melodies here, a very important talent. Can go for a couple of risky plays, but he shouldn't overdo it. I think SPT is in full momentum mode.
They really are. They're looking strong. Level 10 about to be hit for them here, so they're going to have even more control while on the enemy side of the map, which is what they're currently doing, just bullying down the objective here.
Yeah, they're doing a good job getting the Blue Immortal low. The halftime show is about to arrive. Even a Nubarek needs to be on his tippy toes. And he's got a lot of those, but those basic attacks by Cho can hit him like a truck. Let's see. With a hammer, even more so.
Yeah, but it's Aegis, so my fun has been spoiled. Either way, we're still seeing Super Perfect Team dominantly in possession of the objective here. We see Medivh just getting away. Possibility, he actually runs at Tychus to try and get another stack, but Neil takes a lot of damage himself from it. But yeah, this objective is going to go almost 100% over to SPT. Yeah. Only Lias able to get a tiny bit of counter damage.
And that is basically no damage at all. It's like a 99-98% shield. The globes are being collected here as well. Not really that Cho'Gall needed it, but let's see what the level 10 abilities for Hot's Lady are going to be. We have the Cocoon, very important. Cho'Gall or any of the supports can now be put under control. 7-sided, big percentage damage. Let's see what Hot's Lady can do to defend this onslaught.
We will see indeed as they drop damage with that Odin, taking a little bit of damage from the Garl though, who's just poking in lots of orbs and balls, doing crazy damage outputs. Here comes the heroic from Garl, the Shadow Bolt volley, like you said. ZZ8 very patient with his heal. Gust, not the best value here. They tried to get Valor out of position instead. Now Valor's just killing Soap. Ariel. Oh, Ariel's nowhere near, and Soap. Oh my god. No
one
Q.
Oh, okay.
There we go. There we go. But you can see Medivh was moving in to try and get the save, but could not in time. See, if Ariel had Resurrect, this could be all immediately fixed.
So here's the thing though. Soap did go for a crazy backdive. However, he gave his life for a good cause. They managed to get the fort, all the other buildings in the bottom lane as well. So this is now a naked lane, at least until they reach the keep line. So you can...
I disagree that was worth. They would have got the fort otherwise. Anyway.
You think so?
I really do. They have the poke damage, they had huge control. Falstad on the other side could have added to that poke damage and used the Gust as a disengage.
Maybe.
They were never gonna. They could have maybe got the kill, which was what it was for, to try and kill Valor, but they didn't. So I would argue that's wasted worth.
It was still not, you know, a disaster by any means.
No, it wasn't the worst case scenario, but it was definitely not the best.
Maybe Soap just wanted to be that guy going for the play because he's always forced to play Warriors otherwise.
Hey guys, I could be China too.
Can't really blame him.
Watch me be China. Let's just dive into backline. But no, he got taken out. But either way, he's still playing very well, considering, like you said, that he's a tank player.
Exactly. Given the fact that he is not an assassin by trade, we can still say that he's putting up a decent fight, putting up a decent show. And level 13 is now around the corner for SPT. Us ladies, they take a little bit longer. Look at that movie. So annoying when you can't set up any traps and ganks because that little birdman continues to harass you from above.
I do love the... Probably pointed this out to me because I didn't actually know. For starters, he's spraying a lot.
Yeah.
But Goat pointed out to me that you can actually taunt and use voice lines while in bird form.
Oh, can you?
So, yes, you're just flying over people. It's just like, I was killed by my best friend. Your fate will be far more excruciating. You just taunting people.
Wouldn't it be nice if they had changed all the voice files to Raven, like random Raven sounds when you're in Raven form? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
All right.
So he continued to stack.
Yep. I wonder how many stacks he's got. He needs 30. If he dies, of course, guys, he loses all of them stacks. It's one of the most unforgiving talents if you screw up.
We're seeing Cho'Gall moving in taking control. Okay,
Yep.
Shadow Bolt volley, and this is a big choke point. Lovely place to do this. Huge damage, not landing all of them though, but Lias gets dropped low enough to force him back. But now here comes the healing, and he has his army up. That's forcing the retreat out of Superfect Team. Never mind, it's forcing Cho'Gall to change his mind and go back in. Not a huge amount of value there, and he has the portal out. Leyline Seal, can they get anything from this? Probably yes, apparently they can.
A mighty body slam by Cho, sliding into victory, blowing 2 people off their socks. I can understand with that body size. I mean, that was just huge. However, Melody's in trouble. He must not die. He gets the shield, gets the heal. No problem.
He's fine.
Yeah, okay, he's completed. So now he's fine. Time to feed.
Yeah. Time to feed. Got the stacks.
CCH missing the stun here. That could have been a kill on Vala if it had landed. As it is, he's going to lose his life too. What was that?
That was clutch by Vala. Not great by ZZH getting caught in the CC there. Beautiful turnaround coming in here by Feed B.
Yeah, Feed B showing them who's boss, but I think it was so unnecessary as well. I mean, if you miss your detainment strike, you're not supposed to chase all the way down. You should always stay behind the Cho'Gall and let him do the dirty work, right? A little bit of an overextension by ZZH, and he continues to look a little bit wonky today. I'm not sure what's wrong.
I would agree. It is unfortunate, but perhaps he can turn it round.
Yep. And all of a sudden, the tides have turned. A pretty powerful Immortal is going to assist Hot's Lady in the bottom lane. Falset's on the top lane, wants to do a little bit of soaking. Oriel back in the fray.
Poke protection coming in consistently from Cho'Gall. Everybody say Sayo, Sayo. It's into Ryan zone, but he can't move in too far because it's too risky here. With Falset not here, they have no Gus to engage.
Shield.
Great force of will to block the 7-sided. Cho'Gall though interrupted. He doesn't have the unstoppable during charge. The portal, I would say that's a bad place, Falster. He's able to Gus to save himself. Not the best landing spot.
Crystal Aegis still usable. ZZH remained his calm. Big heals need to go on Cho'Gall though. He's very, very low, and the Immortal is still going strong. They need to do something right here, right now, or this keep might fall.
Immortal just under a quarter health. Here comes the Shadow Bolt volley. This is their opportunity. Immortal will drop. Keep shall survive, but can they get any more value? Oh, hang on, Portal. Can they do something?
Shield is on cooldown. You always want to count those when you play against the Medivh. And Hot's Lady, they disengage very wisely. Look at that bottom keep. They can finish that at any given point later on. Either with a backdoor, middle mercenary camp, or maybe just with a plain good old push. So they do not risk falling to the hands of SPT, because they could have turned it around. Like the bottom lane on the side of Hot's Lady also not looking too healthy anymore. The Fallen Shamans are now ready. They could actually, I think they could try to escort it and maybe finish the keep as it is. 16 is around the corner though. Tough call.
Tough call indeed. Lias hovering around, soaking XP. And SP, the levels are almost identical. You can see a tiny difference. Both teams now level 16.
Oh, the Molten Core. Excuse me, the Molten Block. So important.
Let's see, the Reservoir of Hope. We have that potential now for Ariel to turn into this crazy level 20 damage dealer if she's able to build a lot of stacks.
Exactly, and the stacks are not just good for damage, keep that in mind guys, but the heals are also going to be more powerful if you increase your maximum amount of energy you can store. So, many more defensive tools available, even the self-heal coming from the shields now, thanks to the reabsorption coming in from Medivh. So Cho'Gall, if they had difficulties killing him before, Hot's Lady is going to struggle even more right now.
Yes, they are. Cho'Gall moving in. Armor reduced by Arthur's Root, who's already mounted up and leaving.
Okay, all said, applying a little bit of pressure on the bottom lane, but he does not want to get caught yet. I think he should still stay with the team. There might be a gust needed right here. Oh, takes the shield.
Force of Will blocking at least a little damage, but still takes a grenade to the face. So Falsad dropping a little bit of damage. Ariel's already managed to gain herself one stack and is slowly creeping up more. Not as much as he likes, this isn't a full team fight, but Cho'Gall's doing his best.
I think Hot Lady could actually distract SPT a little bit and send one person, ideally Tychus or Nubrek, to destroy the bottom keep. And Nubrek could dive in, the Beatles would absorb the aggro, and he could certainly finish it all by himself, so could Tychus. But they choose, of course, the team fight, because it's China after all, and they have a pretty good momentum going on here. Oh, fancy camera swipe.
Camera swing, Odin poke damage, in comes Cho'Gath looking for a noob, good burrow charge to get himself out of dodge, but Shadow Bolt volley onto the backline while the leyline seal has again slightly out of position, the cocoon has been used, and where's the healing bolt and block, buying time for Ariel to get out of that cocoon. Cho'Gath still being forced to retreat as it's taking lots of damage, including from the percentage grenades that we have from Tychus.
Melody C, an absolute MVP in that last team fight. He single-handedly chased down the Anubrek and finished him off. Oh, so much healing also done with the reabsorption. The portals are all over the place, and thanks to him, for the most part, I think, SPT managed to get a kill, but they're all so low, and Ariel is not the best regeneration healer. She can't restore lost health if she has no energy, if there's no fight going on. So still, this is not over for Hot Lady. They need to be a little bit more patient, heal up themselves, and defend together.
Yes, they do. Karazim taking a lot of damage, but able to deal a little bit in kind onto SOA there, to that Cho'Gath. They do pull back. Halftime show achieved here for SPT, and it's on their side. They can try and race this.
Good for SPT. I think they have less damage though, because there's a Vala and a Tychus, so they realize, despite us leading a little bit, we still have to defend. Another Shadow Ball volley!
They are going in,
so
huge damage onto Lias, but they can't chase him down, they can't get the finishing blow. And as such, they're now on the defensive. Cho'Gath into the backline though. Nice force of will once again, and they're able to portal out of the 7-sided strike. Cho'Gath's back again through the portal.
Yeah.
The
living raid boss. It is right here, occupying 3, 4, 5 people all by himself, and still the red immortal refuses to fall. Falstad did a little bit of damage all by himself. He has now rejoined the team. No, he's still on the right-hand side. Yeah. Is it going to be enough?
He's only just moved down. He was wasting too much time there. Noob is being too annoying, but if they can get this could be what they need. Feed B taken down. Ariel dropping the Aegis is exactly the reason why you take this heroic in this situation. Look at that damage coming in from Ariel, able to help burst down Arthas there.
The Ariel damage, the Medivh damage, and of course big Chogi Chokes. You can never underestimate that.
And sorry, but no, that will not slide.
Yeah. And did you see the body blocks as well? Medivh on the bottom, Cho'Gath on the top lane, Arthas.
Tychus.
Oh my god, if he's gonna finish it, they can still in the game.
He's trying. He's fleeing for his life. Anub still trying. Oh,
that is some major commitment.
Go Anub. You can do it, Karazim. Anub. Last attempt!
132!
They get it!
They got it!
They don't get it.
SPT has it!
SPT has it!
Wow!
The last chance of Noob trying to sneak it away was not able to do so. Now this is going to be pushing in the top lane with basically no shields. Medivh has found Carlo.
All the efforts in vain.
If not a shielded there, I will say that was a mistake.
Yeah.
Should have just tunneled
Lady
and got
tried
out.
so hard. And still it was not enough. They didn't lose more team members though. They can defend as 5. They do have powerful heroic abilities ready, like the Odin that is currently popped, but the Leyland Seal in 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Neither team has 20. Holding back the Leyline Seal. Here is the opportunity where they're at the choke point. Not using it yet though. More poke damage is required. So Immortal's nearly dead because it had no shield, and the Odin has done a spectacular job of just wrecking it. Oh, feed. Please be careful. Nearly dying. Cho'Gath trying to put some pressure onto a Nubrak. Portal's used, and SPT can just leave.
Look at False on the bottom. Soap continues to do his own thing. He's just trying to soak up that level 20, and he successfully did. Flying in. The level 20 talents are now online. Medivh cheats, so even more possibilities for him to lock people down. Then we have the epic mount. Cho'Gath, of course, the improved hammer. So powerful right now. I think...
And more pew-pews with the piercing kind of volley.
Oh, yeah. I think they can poke this one down.
Pretty sure you are correct. Right now, he's just poking with that ranged hammer that he has now. Able to drop slow attacks. Basically, it's what Stukov gets, but better.
Shouldn't Falstad be with the team now? And I don't know.
I don't know. I think they're comfortable just poking down with Cho'Gath. Okay. I mean, what's going to happen? They're going to get hard engaged upon and just portal out? That's the worst case scenario.
Fair enough, I guess. I mean, with the Epic mount, of course, he can really just join at any given moment. He's doing a mercenary camp now in the meantime, providing a little bit pressure on the healthy lane, because let's face it, the top keep is going to fall now. Another runic bomb. There's nothing, and they hit like a truck, and there's nothing that Hot Lady could do because of no level 20. This is actually looking really good. Wait, when did SPT lose the bottom keep?
I don't know, actually. That's an excellent question.
Super sneakily, not even the commentators saw it, and I'm pretty sure Twitch chat didn't see it either. Right, Winky Face?
I have no idea. Either way, they got it, so
yeah,
keeps are even. And the next objective, it always pushes the least pushed lane, so it's, no matter what, either team, whichever one gets it, it's going to push into a keep play. Alright. Last keep fight, last objective fight lasted for about 5 minutes just on its own. Can we see a similar result?
Though. There's no way they can survive a full shield, full HP Immortal. Despite the fact that it's going to be in bottom lane, they still have to keep their, but I don't think they can survive. But it's so hard to initiate into a comp like SPT has. If you go in, you're going to get blasted away.
Yeah, they don't have 20.
Look at that.
They're in a tough situation. We're seeing Feed B being forced to retreat, but the piercing that almost just short of getting the kill.
Wow. And there's still a lot of defensive tool. Oh my god, look at those heals. I think that ZZH by now is probably fully stacked on his Reservoir Poke. Those heals
can't get fully stacked. It has no limit.
Yeah. Oh, doesn't it have a limit? I thought it had.
No, I don't think it does. I will double check. But as far as I'm aware, you can just get more energy the entire time. Maximum amount 75. Sorry. So yes, he's probably fully. So yes, my bad. I didn't think it had a limit. My bad.
No problem. I got you. So the Eye of Kill Rock providing a little bit of vision here, just in case Hot Lady wants to come back. But they are kind of lucky in a way that they have at least level 20 at the ready. So that means we're gonna have, or actually no, what we're gonna see, maybe the Transgression, more 7-sided hits. We have the penetrating rounds here. Or the strafe.
Transgression.
Yeah, Transgression. There we go.
Tychus with the sizzling attacks. Yeah. Nice. To try
not too bad.
Rewind. Arthas only
they need to go for the core. They need to go for the core and force it. But SPT knows.
They're attempting the back door.
Yeah, but they know.
Yeah. They've shown it's just going to be a full team fight at the enemy base. They're looking for Cho'Gath. Oh. Nice molten block here. It's a couple of 1 7-sided strike hit lands.
Yeah.
They're able to kill the Cocoon. Ariel. Mostly out of danger now, but it's still getting pressured. Healers available. Heals up Cho'Gath.
Yeah, this is already enough.
Here comes the machine gun bursting through Leas here. Lane 9 Teal has put this fight on hold. And they're back. Strafe dropping lots of damage, able to burn down basically nothing. Yeah. And now they've realized this is not working. We need to kill the Immortal or we're going to lose the game.
Exactly. So all SPT needs to do right now, they need to prevent Hot Ladies from teleporting back, from actually just walking back is good too. Look at Cho'Gath diving right into the action, swinging his hammer and deleting faces left and right. Beautiful Crystal Aegis in the nick of time here as well. Falset still ends up falling, but so does Arthas, and the Immortal back in the base of Hot Ladies, just having a party, just having a good time. And I think SPT did it and they tied the series. Let's see.
Yeah, Carlo going for the enemy core with less than 10% health. Either way, the Immortal's just going to end the game on its own. That's going to be GG. Yeah. Score is 1-1. And this is, once again, only 2-game series, so that's going to be it for the games today. And we have had a day where we basically did a who finds it anyway. The drafts were made up and the scores didn't matter because everyone's got 1 point.
Exactly. Ladies and gentlemen, we don't have a first place in China, or if you put it that way, everyone's first place in China after play day number 1. Thanks to the best of 2 system, only ties. So from a caster's point of view, from a viewer's point of view, this probably felt very satisfying because we saw a lot of kills on a lot of good games. A little bit disappointed by C and SPT, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, guys, you tied. Did you remember the bow? They forgot. But yeah, wow. Well played by every team today. No leader has been established.
Yeah.
What a fantastic first day. Back and forth matches all day. Fun little drafts every now and again.